let's do the hydroponic report. Well, I filled up all the reservoirs today and topped off the nutrients. You can see how my tomato vining system is working quite nicely. I'll show you on the other side once I get over there. Everything's looking nice, nicey nice. So, cucumbers are popping. And I am using the vining on the cucumbers. I'll show you that in just a second. It's our new addition to the indoor garden. Mandarin, lemon, mandarin, orange. And getting accustomed to the joint. Got a few little baby oranges on there. And Bianca thinks I overwatered the lemon because it dropped some leaves. C'est la guerre. Doing just fine. Look how clean the NFT system is. I removed all the chard and kale except for this one big boy here and moved them outdoors. Got a lot of baby lettuces are coming up. Started. Looks like this little mop is next. So back to the cucumbers. I've got them vining up my strings here, and that's working well. You can see this is the one that's done the most travel. Look at all these nice cucumbers coming in. I asked Bianca if this was a different variety because it's got so many coming in at the same time, and she said it's the same variety that we've been growing, and it normally does kind of one or two at a time. So it looks like we'll have a bunch, and you can see where the vine is now, where I've let the string out and I've cut these lower leaves off. And this vine, as I continue letting the string out, it'll just keep getting longer and longer and longer, and I'll start coiling it up down here. So that's how that whole process is starting, and we'll see. That's the baby bell pepper, which I've harvested out pretty well, but it keeps on giving. And same with the big red bell pepper. It's pretty harvested out now, but still have a few nice full-size bell peppers coming on that plant, which is almost a year old. And you can see here's a bunch of little peppers starting right here. So it keeps on giving. Wow, there's a lot of buds. That must be the baby bell pepper. Yeah, it just produces, dozens at a time. So it looks like they're going for another round of pepper trees, pepper plants, and all of this is growing in a mix of cocoa coir and perlite. It's a mix called the Tuber mix from this company right here. Tuber Royal Gold from out here in Humboldt County. Next door to us, we're in Trinity County, and Humboldt is next door. Some of the other equipment that I use, I like the General Hydroponics equipment, very solid. American Hydroponics is another one. Hydro Builder is where I get a lot of the trays. These are Active Aqua trays. The equipment I'm using, you can see how the strawberries do. I just harvested out the strawberries too, so you're getting me on a day where I'm not showing off a lot of produce. Maybe we got carrots. see my other videos about how to grow carrots, here's a system. It needs to be clean, but this is basically an empty carrot radish system with a deep flood and drain, and I could put those deep 5-inch cells in there. And here's some radishes that are starting, that Bianca planted, so those seeds haven't sprouted yet. And this is our how we're growing the seedlings under an LED light, and it also gets into the ambient light from the big grow lights. So here I've got another vine that's been let down from the vine system up top. And this is a different cucumber variety. This is the snacking cucumber, which grow to be about 5 inches long. And the others that we do are this burpless, just a regular salad cucumber, which come in like that. And that's what I was saying before, that these usually they come in kind of one at a time. And that one plant over there has 4 or 5 coming in at the same time. So tomatoes are doing really nicely. Now 9 feet tall. The big beefsteak, looks like there's something affecting it here. Doesn't look great in these lower leaves, so I'll have to watch that. Make sure this plant is getting watered okay. It looks okay. It's got 3 drippers in it. And this is a new variety of Sakura cherry tomatoes, and we haven't tried those yet. This is the first bunch. These 2 plants, waiting for those to ripen. These plants are much slower growing than our other cherry tomato, which we've been growing for close to a year now. This Sakura is a little slower growing, but it's a real nice, healthy plant, real strong, very dark, very dark looking leaves and dark fruit. So hoping those are real flavorful for as long as they're taking to grow. And that's what we've got going on indoors. I've got a lot of stuff kind of winding down and need to be cleaned right now because we've been focused on the outdoor garden more. We're still getting all of our greens, peppers and tomatoes and cucumbers from inside. And actually we're growing lots of tomatoes and peppers outside, but we're not growing any cucumbers outside. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll throw in some suckers, actually. I could root some suckers in here and throw some suckers outside because we produce so many indoor cucumbers that I didn't bother. But, you know, can't have too many cucumbers, as the old saying goes. It's not really an old saying. So that's the strawberry report here in Northern California. Hope your day is just as fine as ours.